his closet. All right,
Rabbi,
Gani, go ahead. What's up? Yeah, Gani, what's
uh,
up?
th- thank you very much for inviting me on the show, Rabbi. I greatly appreciate it.
No
Calling
problem.
from London, England. So Rabbi,
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to ask you a question. I recently been following your show, and I've been thinking of conversion for some time, about 4 years now. And I had an Orthodox program that I was part of, but just due to some life circumstances during COVID, it fell apart. So I wasn't able to continue with it. But I feel now more than ever drawn to just Judaism, and I've always had a feeling of that. I just wanted to ask, in terms of, let's just say, your life circumstance not being able to be adjusted for a conversion at this moment in time, what could someone do if they're wishing to convert to Judaism in the meantime to fulfill Torah and live by those rules if their circumstance in life is quite difficult in terms of filling a conversion at the moment, such as
Hmm.
maybe work related or just family related emergencies at the moment?
Man, I feel bad for you because conversion in England is very difficult. There's a
Yeah, it
weird
is.
thing that you have to live with people for like a year.
Yeah. So you have to live with people for Orthodox anyway. You've got to live with people as a like a lodger, so just for a year, and they have to see you through the whole process. For example, going to Shabbat, how you conduct yourself in the morning, everything such as all the observance rules. And it's something that, I think as many Americans will know, the current economic state of England is quite woeful. So given that, it's a lot of pressure, but one that I think if you're up to the challenge, you can amount to. But nevertheless, I just wanted to just find out what would be the best advice, you would give in that sense. Step.
Are
Yeah.
you married with kids?
No, single. 26, single.
So why don't you just go to Israel?
What, you mean move there?
Just pick up and leave. I'm telling you, and doors will open. There's a conversion program in Israel.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. There's one in particular that's the most famous. It's an actual
Yeah.
yeshiva that you can live there. It's Machon
Oh wow.
Meir. Machon
Mahon
Meir.
May.
Yes, and you can live there, and they have a program and everything. There's other programs like there's something called kibbutz conversion that
Okay.
you work half the day and you learn half the day for conversion, and all these things are approved by the rabbinate. Or like you can just go to Jerusalem. I'll tell you what yeshivas to go to and tell them to try to let you into their program, and then just hustle for a year to try to survive, and that's
Okay.
it. But I'm sure you'll make it, and then you'll probably come back to England with a wife. That I'm telling you, if you convert in England,
Yes,
it's
Rabbi.
they're gonna hook you up with like women that you don't want to date. All right.
Why is that, Rabbi? Why is there a big distinction between the Anglo world in England and versus, Israel, the Arabs?
Well,
Why what's the
I mean, the main reason is that you don't have to meet their parents there, and
okay.
with dating in the Jewish community, right? It's basically families trying to marry into other families, But if you get the girl to
Yeah.
fall in love with you in Israel, and then
Yeah.
just say, Tati, I just got engaged, then it's too late. Okay. And then
Okay.
come back to England with a conversion where you didn't have to live in someone's house and this and that. And then you can
Yeah.
send everybody to hell, send everybody to hell,
Yeah.
because you have that
Yeah.
piece of paper. And that's probably your best bet. And in that year in Israel, you'll pick up Hebrew. You'll
Yeah.
you'll lose this intimidation that people have of Jews. I mean, I think
Okay.
my biggest strength in debating all these rabbis and stuff like that is because I've lived so long in the Jewish world. I lived in Israel for 5 years. I mean, these guys don't scare me, right? I
Yes,
mean,
Rabbi.
I learned in there, you're never going to lose that edge if you stay in the Gentile world. I mean, you're always going to feel
Yes,
like
Rabbi.
there's something I don't know, but you could learn in any yeshiva you want in Israel. You could walk in and just start learning. I mean, you won't be able
Wow.
to dorm there, right? But you'll be able
Hmm.
to, eat. I mean, go from Shabbos table to Shabbos table and speak what they say, what they call yeshivish, right? I mean, they'll
Hmm.
hear you talking. They're like, this guy's been around the block,
Hmm.
right? But, like, if you're limited to Stanford Hill and Golders Green, you're
Yeah.
going to lose. You're going to lose.
Okay.
And let me see that. You look like you're black, right?
Yeah, so my dad's Jamaican. So
Yeah,
come
so
from
get
that
out of
side, yeah.
England. I mean, get out
Yeah.
of England. It's a
Okay.
lot more. It's easier for converts, especially converts that don't look like Tovia Singer, in Israel. I'm telling you. I mean, it's going to be easier. All right, but
Okay.
you're going to have to
Just,
fight racism wherever you
yeah.
go.
Right,
I don't
right,
got to
right.
tell you that.
Yes. Yeah,
But
definitely.
I mean, go to Israel and hook up with Nissim Black and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, I see him.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's Studemeyer? What's his name? Studemeyer? I mean, who's the basketball player who's running
Amari
Israel?
Oh yes,
Stoudemire.
Amari Stoudemire. Amari
Yeah,
Stoudemire. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I'll put you
yeah.
in contact with him because I just debated his homeboy, something Ben Avraham. Or not debated. I
Okay,
interviewed his homeboy on my channel.
okay.
So
Mordecai. Mordecai. Was it Mordecai?
yeah. I mean, he wrote
Yeah.
a book called The Black Jew or some like that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Anyways, That's the best advice I could give you. Get out of
Thank you,
England.
sir.
Yeah.
Toda rabba, toda
That's
rabba.
it.
And
You
you
come
know,
back
Rabbi,
with
I
2
think,
wives. All right. Okay.
and the thing is, I think it's so I'm so happy just to be able to ask a rabbi like yourself this question, because I find when I have approached rabbis in the past with questions like this, it hasn't been one of great contemplation. It's more or less stay in the Anglo world, do it this way, that way, and from what I've gathered as well, I mean, being in the Jewish community here in England, not many Jews, I would say, have a willingness to want to maybe give as much help as one could probably need in this situation. So I just really want
But
to
they
thank
don't
you a lot
know.
for the advice. Yeah.
Look, it's not their fault because they don't know. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I converted in America, but I worked
Yeah.
for an outreach organization that my job was to take secular kids and put them in yeshiva. So I ran into a lot of people who were converting in Israel, and I saw what they went through. So
Right.
they're not helping you because, I mean, I don't know if they care to help you, but if they did, they wouldn't know how to help you because they don't know anything about conversion, making aliyah, and all this stuff.
Right. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Look, if you're single without kids, you have to go to
Yeah.
Israel right away because,
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
mean, God forbid you meet a girl, but she gets pregnant and you're stuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
take this time and in Israel, I mean, you could live there in Jerusalem, you could live there for free. I mean,
Mhm.
once you tap into the right social network, like I said, Machlis, this guy, you could eat your Shabbos meals there every week. Once you make a network of people, and I'll tell
Mhm.
you, there's even an advantage amongst Americans being black. Okay.
Okay.
Because they really want to help you. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
this whole thing that Jews are racist. It's not true. I mean, young Jews aren't racist. Maybe the older Jews are,
Right.
but they're happy, to see you there. And yeah, just go. I mean, take
Right.
some money too, but with the yeshivas won't charge you any money. Like if you don't have money, they'll tell you
Okay.
in the future, like if you were, make it rich, toss us some money, but just go. And I'll try to help you out as much as I
Definitely.
could on where to go, who to talk to. But that's what you got to do. And then you get back knowing Hebrew with the wife, with conversion papers. And if you want, you can stay in Israel. I mean, I always tell people to stay in the Gentile world because it's your job to help other people who want to convert. But if you want to stay in Israel, you can stay in Israel. Yeah.
Okay. Toda rabba, Rabbi. Toda rabba.
Yeah. No problem.
Really
Rabbi,
appreciate that.
when it comes to marriage, who does the verification